Alright, Meow. Hope you all are doing well. We got some weather on the way, so batten down the hatches. Hopefully you got all your adulting done for the day, and if not, you'll be done relatively soon. We were throwing our head against the wall yesterday against Lorelei in mono fighting. We did get close a few times to beating her, but sadly we couldn't. I've made two changes. I got rid of Halucha, and I got rid of Crabominal. We brought in Urshifu, and we brought in, actually no, we brought in Slitherwing, that replaced Halucha. We brought in Toxicroak to replace Crabominal. I like Halucha. Flying, fighting, being able to ignore ground is kind of nice, but sadly it just wasn't doing the trick. I like Crabominal because it has priority ice moves, but it just wasn't doing enough. It would like get one ice shard off and then it would die. So with Toxicroak having dry skin, that means it's a free swap against water moves. And I believe I can give it Poison Touch when I'm not fighting any Watermon. It has Sucker Punch and Fake Out. So chip damage plus a flinch / free damage. I think with the addition of Toxicroak, we will be able to get past Water Lorelei. The concern is, did I sandbag my team by removing Crabominal when I get to say Lance and I really need a priority ice move, you know? It wouldn't be the first time I couldn't get past Lorelei. I made a change. I got past Lorelei, got to a later leader like Lance or even Rival. Then I had to rebuild the team because I just couldn't do it. I don't want to believe it's that. So let's see how this one goes. All things go well today. We start Mono Bug. And that one's gonna be relatively difficult because Bug loses to flying, Bug loses to fire, and I already used Shed Ninja and Mono Ghost. Shed Ninja was kind of able to handle 2 of the Elite Four members once I got rid of like 2 Pokemon on their team. So with that being gone, I'm gonna have to get more clever. And then I also have to save Mon like Scizor for Mono Steel because there's not a lot of Bug Steel. I need to save Cleavor probably for Mono Rock, even though I guess I could do, I think, Armaldo for that. I may need to save Hisui and Avalugg for Mono Ice because I really need to have priority moves like Accelerock and Ice Shard. So if I was allowed repeats, it probably would be a bit easier. I'm trying to avoid using dupes of Pokemon that have already made it into the Hall of Fame, which is why I'm saving Lucario for Mono Steel instead of Mono Fighting. Hirschman, I hope you are doing well. Thank you for stopping by. How have you been? What have you been playing? What are you up to? We got the Lorelei and Mono Fighting yesterday, and we kind of got stuck. Fabtastic, we love that for you. I'm pleased to hear that. All right, so let's see if we can get past Lorelei this time. It's Rain Lorelei. We more or less, we're just getting dunked on by Kyogre and Swampert. I'm hoping that the change of adding a dry skin Toxicroak will be the answer to getting past it. Sky, Children of Clouds. Let me do a quick gander. Huh. Okay. If it's the one I think it is, based on what I googled, it looks like has like Ori and the Blind Forest vibes. Matoza. I'll also look up that. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. I don't think I'd want to play a game trying to grow a seed, but if you're enjoying both of them, I love that for you. All right, let's see what we can do it this time. We're gonna save. We are doing Mono Bug after this, if we beat it. I mean, actually, no, more of a when, but ideally we would beat it today and not tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. I do like that cheers emote. All right, so like before, we were doing first impression on Ogre Pond to kill. We were then gonna do fake out on the Polytoad so it can't act. All right, good. This is an issue because water dragon, so it's only weak to fairy. It has hurricane, which doesn't miss in the rain, and it's flying, so it's gonna probably kill one of my fighting types. We want to pivot out with Slitherwing because it's 4 times weak to flying. We want to go into... I'm gonna go into Urshifu. I'm gonna read the Hurricane. We're going to play rough the Walking Wake. He eats his Koba Berry, so ideally this doesn't kill. It didn't confuse. We did get burned. That's horrible because it lowers my attack. This is probably a reset. I need to not get burned. Okay, so then we're gonna go Sucker Punch on Walking Wake. We're gonna play rough the Walking Wake. Urshifu goes down, but Walking Wake goes down. We're going to bring in Slitherwing. Swampert's an issue. We're going to first impression the Swampert because that priority. Iron Hands is probably going down, so I'm going to swap out Iron Hands for Hot Wings. The Earthquake from Swampert's an issue. That's not bad. Okay, it read I had Shucka, so that's why I went Waterfall. We didn't get the burn from Scald. That's good. We love that. We're going to probably swap out Slitherwing into Toxicroak, hoping they go Waterfall. It could also be Earth... Well, actually, no. It's going to be Earthquake, because both of us are going to be relatively weak to that. So let's do... I'm going to I want to preserve Slitherwing because priority. So I think we bring in Manul. We swap into... No, I think I'm going to stay in. I think I have to. With that one at least. I do not like this. Okay. Eat your Passo Berry. That's fine. Dry Skin. That's very good. Dry Skin. You take more damage from fire, but water heals you. Sadly, I don't think I'm gonna go because Swift Swim is still up. So I think I have to let Manul go down. The reason why we have Manul is because it's the only ground fighting Pokemon in the game. We're going to fake out the Swampert. That lets us get a close combat in. Swampert's down. Meownwell more or less did his job. Haze, that's fine. Kyogre. Kyogre is very scary. It sets a Primordial Sea, which nullifies fire moves and boosts water moves. So Meownwell realistically has to go down here. So we're gonna go close combat on Kyogre. Since I have dry skin, it's probably gonna go Ice Beam, or we'll just go on the Great Tusk. I'm going to go Sucker Punch on the Kyogre. It's not a lot, sadly. Thank you. Love that. Love that. Immunities are great. It can hit me with Thunder and it can hit me with Ice Beam, but Ice Beam will be resisted and I think Thunder will be neutral. So now we're gonna come in with Iron Hands. We wanna fake out the Kyogre. We want to not Drain Punch. We wanna Sucker Punch the Politoed. Okay. That did not do a lot. That's okay. Out comes Iron Bundle. Way cool. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. We are on Lorelei, Rain Lorelei in Mono Fighting. I had to swap out my Hawlucha for a Slitherwing and my Crabominal for Toxicroak. I hope you've been having a good Wednesday, and hopefully you won't get dumped on with snow. My area is expected to get up to 20 inches of snow by the end of tomorrow. Iron Hands being burnt, it's not ideal. We did fake out the Politoed, I believe. Iron Hands, I'm gonna probably swap out again. Actually, no. We're going to Sucker Punch the Kyogre because it's gonna go again. That's okay. Toxicroak has dry skin, so it's a free swap on water types. That's still gonna hurt though. No para, we like that. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely want to catch that because I believe you can do it, but Rock Misty is going to be a huge pain. You're absolutely going to be relying on the Paradox T-Tar. Yeah, that is... I am grateful that you were nowhere near that. Alright, so we're going to go First Impression on Kyogre. We're going to go Sucker Punch on Kyogre because I don't trust First Impression to kill. Thank you. Iron Bundle. Not ideal. I may have to try this one again, but that wasn't bad, all things considered. So let's see. Let's do Trailblaze on the Politoed, or not. So that was better. I think if we avoid the burn from Scald, we have that. Yeah, I used to live in Vermont, then I moved to another state in the Northeast, and yeah, it's no fun. I'll just save in front of Lorelei to make it faster. How's the child doing? Is she acting up? Okay, we're gonna go First Impression on Ogerpon. We're gonna go Fake Out on Politoed. All right, in comes Walking Wake. I want to pivot because I'm gonna eat a Hurricane. We're gonna go into Urshifu. I'm going to play rough the Walking Wake and hope I don't get scalded and then burned. Because last time we got burned from Scald. Urshifu eats the Hurricane from the berry. No confusion. No burn. That's huge. Walking Wake down. Awesome. I am glad to hear that. All right. Kyogre's gonna want to do a water spout. So I'm gonna get some chip damage with Sucker Punch. I'm gonna Plasma Fist the Kyogre. Iron Hands has Assault Vest. But Scald, that's an issue. So we may have to end up swapping someone else so Iron Hands can live. Yeah, I misplayed that. I could have brought in Toxicroak, and then I would have eaten the Water Pulse and the Scald. So we're going to First Impression Kyogre. We're going to fake out Politoed again. I'm gonna swap out into Hot Wings, Sucker Punch Kyogre. Nice, Kyogre down. Swampert, very scary. Swift Swim's gonna outspeed, so we're going to get chip damage in with Vac Wave. It's probably gonna go Waterfall, Blaziken. It could go Earthquake and hit both of us, but I'm not sure if that's what it's gonna do. Okay. Okay, nice. Hot Wings avoided the attack. We eat the Shucka. Yeah, that was absolutely a misplay on my part then. I was hoping it would do something else. So we're gonna bring in Meownwell and we're gonna bring in Slitherwing. Yeah, it makes sense, you know? Let's see, Meownwell, we're gonna go Close Combat. We're gonna go First Impression. Yeah, this is not gonna happen this time. All right, so I probably have 2 more attempts before the first ad break. Let's see if we can get it this time. I'm absolutely gonna save Iron Hands by swapping into Toxicroak when Kyogre comes in. So we First Impression, we fake out, swap into Urshifu, no burn ideally. We got burned, that kind of ruins it. Sucker Punch the Walking Wake, play rough the Walking Wake. All right. First Impression the Swampert. Yeah, burn. It's a big pain. Okay, not bad. That's okay. And we also got burned again. Not ideal. Well, I guess. Okay, we're going to... How do I want to do this? I mean, it's not bad, but the issue is I don't think Toxicroak can kill both of them, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm choosing to believe. That all this bad luck is just gonna be out of the way. Okay, so we did that. I'm gonna go, how do I want to do this? Okay. Sucker Punch the Kyogre. Actually, no. Sucker Punch the Politoed. Fake out the Kyogre. Oh yeah, and Iron Bundle, because of course. I'm gonna Bullet Punch to break the... Actually, no, we'll go Drain Punch in case one of them ends up going before me. Oh, this is not ideal. Sucker Punch actually might kill here. Okay, So we got, I'm gonna try, but we have an ad break in about a minute. So we'll see how far we get on that attempt, and I'll pause it when, you know, the ad goes live. So ideally no burn. First impression, fake out. Walking away comes in, we swap into Urshifu. We play rough. No burn, huge. Sucker Punch again. I don't know if Sucker Punch kills. We'll find out. It does kill, that's huge. So we didn't get burned and we got some healing on Iron Hands. Ad is about to proc. It's gonna go in 10 seconds. So grab some water, do some stretching, do adult BRB things. We will be back shortly. All right, Meow, and we're back. So we're gonna Sucker Punch the Politoed, and we're going to Drain Punch the Kyogre. And hopefully with Assault Vest, we live. No, Drain Punch. Okay, Politoed down. I normally leave Politoed in because it's less of a threat, but the Scald, I don't want to leave them in and everyone gets scalded. Water Spout. So that definitely did more than I would have liked. That is understandable. I didn't swap in Toxicroak like I said I would, so that was absolutely a sell on my part. What I can do though is I can go Toxicroak here. We First Impression Kyogre. We Drain Punch the Iron Bundle. That's gonna heal me. Yeah, the Water Spout, big pain. Not a fan. All right. I want to preserve Slitherwing. We're gonna bring in Hot Wings. We're gonna go Drain Punch on Iron Bundle. Eats the Hydro Pump. Oh, Para. I am not pleased. Bring in Slitherwing. First Impression, the Swampert. I'm gonna hope I get the go. And I don't get the full Para. We got Para'd. Not ideal. Trailblaze on the Swampert, even though I don't actually expect it to go off. Close combat on the Swampert. Alright, so this is winnable. I have to remember to swap in the Toxicroak when Kyogre wants to come in, so I get the dry skin. First Impression, Fake Out, swap into Urshifu, play rough, no burn. We did get the burn. Sucker Punch, Drain Punch, okay. Swampert comes in right away. It's probably gonna Earthquake, so we'll go First Impression and Meownwell. Trailblaze and hope it lands. It does not. But Swampert's almost dead. Yes, the burn luck is very real. And we'll bring in Hot Wings. I got Vacuum Wave. We're going to fake out the Politoed. Actually, no, because then Kyogre's just gonna come in and get rid of it. So yeah, we're gonna fake out the Politoed. We're going to Vac Wave the Swampert. We're going to attempt to Drain Punch the Iron Bundle. And we're going to Vac Wave the Iron Bundle. Not bad. Yeah, them's do be the breaks. I don't think Toxicroak can beat 3 people, sadly. Okay. Alright. I mean, maybe, but yeah, Kyogre's an issue. Yeah, Thunder. So I think if we don't get burnt, that's absolutely winnable. So we need to just not get burnt like 3 different times. Swap. No burn. We accept that. That's very reasonable. All right. We did get the burnt that time, though. Not ideal. Sucker Punch to start chipping away Kyogre's health. Toxicroak. Bring in Iron Hands again. Fake out the Kyogre. Sucker Punch the Politoed. Iron Bundle comes in. Not surprising. We got a good bit of the health back though, that's fine. We're going to First Impression Kyogre. We're going to Sucker Punch the Iron Bundle. Yumi, thank you for stopping by. It is not going bad. I believe this is the combination we need to get past Lorelei. Dry Skin Toxicroak acts as a free swap against water, which, you know, water Lorelei. Not bad. Oh, that's not enough. Ooh, Frostbite. Granted, I'm physical, so it's not a huge deal, but it definitely is annoying because it's chip damage. How are you doing today, Yumi? We're supposed to get up to 20 inches of snow by the end of tomorrow, so I got all my adulting done today, and I'm not leaving the house. Last time we got dumped on, like, a town below us got like 2+ feet and we only got like 6 inches, so that was kind of nice. I'm gonna go into Hot Wings. We're going to Sucker Punch the Kyogre. Not ideal. I think Swampert coming in though. Yeah, it's definitely not, it's not great. It can snow here from October to June, but we didn't get our first real snowfall this year until December, and I love that. Yumi, what are you playing tonight? So we're going to Vac Wave to finish off Iron Bundle. First Impression on the Swampert, that'll probably get him to like half health. Very nice. I will absolutely be checking out your stream as well. It'll be good fun to see the run continue. So this is probably just Earthquake. Actually, no, it's probably Waterfall because I have the Ground Berry on Blaziken. Yeah, like, if it were snow on the holidays and it melted, that'd be fine. But it'll snow. It'll linger for like a month or two. It'll get all brown and dirty, and it just makes like getting anywhere a pain, you know? Okay, we still have Manuel, so we're gonna go Vac Wave since we're gonna be outsped, and we're gonna go Close Combat. All right, so we got past Lorelei. I'm grateful we got past Lorelei. But the concern is, will I be able to get past everyone else? All right. Thank you, Way Cool. I am stoked that we got there. So, ideally we go for the Infernape team because we can have Taunt and he'll Taunt. So we get a free attack, then we can kill Infernape without getting any rocks up. Urshifu against Urshifu, that's gonna be fun. You got your Munchlax? Hell yeah, that is great. I used Snorlax for a bit in Mono Normal. They added Gigantamax Snorlax as the Mega in this, but Grass Normal, it's not great due to all the common weaknesses Grass has. Komodo, I don't have Ice anymore, so he's gonna be difficult to deal with. Iron Valiant, I do have Poison. Zacian is a huge problem because of the bullshit he has. I'm gonna try to save my Great Tusk for Zacian, and we're more or less gonna fish for the Infernape team. We also need to change some stuff now that we're done with Lorelei. We don't need Grass anymore, so we can get rid of Hidden Power and we can get rid of Sunny Day. Yeah, absolutely. Once again, Archon was OP. So give it defeatist. Meanwhile, amazing typing, intrepid sword, and held item with 148 base speed. Like, suck a dick, Game Freak. And you don't even get it until post-game, because that's the only way you can get the sword. It's such bogus. Alright, so Slitherwing. I'm probably gonna get rid of Trailblaze. Yeah, no idea. Sadly, Balance doesn't really sell copies. It's all about what the hotness is and then nerfing it into the ground later so they can sell something else. Okay, so let me look at Great Tusk real quick. I might just have to go Citrus Berry. Actually, we'll go the Booster Energy since we don't have to worry about... Well, no. Yeah, we are going to go Booster Energy. Booster Energy on Slitherwing is good, but I care more about the multi-scale for this one. Alright, let's see. So, Booster Energy for you. You can have multi-scale, which is the hidden ability. Good, we still have enough Dream Patches. Okay. Now. So, Iron Hands, we're gonna keep the Assault Vest. Fake Out, Play Rough. I might end up swapping out Plasma Fist. Let's see. We could give it Ice Punch for the Como-O. We could use it... Well, no, we wouldn't use it against Iron Valiant. I think we definitely keep the Assault Vest. Only one Mon here has... No, none have ground. Okay, that's actually not bad. Alright. Yeah. HQ, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you, your sister, and the cats are thriving. And yes, Pokemon music. The other two mixes are also Pokemon music, but this is even more Pokemon music. So let's grab Ice Punch. On Iron Hands, instead of Plasma Fist, we can always get Plasma Fist back. Urshifu. Fighting Berry, because Dark Fighting is still weak to fighting. We also have an ad coming up in just under a minute. So grab some water, do some exercises, grab a snack. I'll let you know when it's like 5 seconds to the ad. Chipotle Berry. We'll work on the rest of the team while the ad procs. Dry Skin will change because there's no water types here. I think I go Poison Touch. Sucker Punch Fake Out. That's probably gonna... One of them's probably gonna be swapped. Also, ad just procced. I will see you all in a bit. All right, Meow, and we're back. So let me go through this. HQ, they are not Catholic blessings, TM. Do they have a special meaning? Not overly. It's just more of kindness is important, and it is a tenet of my faith, not any particular faith. Like, Christianity doesn't have a monopoly on kindness, you know? But it's important that others are doing well. And then I obviously pray for everyone at night. Regarding, let's see. There might be something like that within Christianity HQ, but when I give well wishes to others and I ask how they're doing, and I'm glad to hear they're doing well, it's nothing specific, you know? I would like to think that it would be nice if people cared about how I'm doing, and it only seems reasonable to ask how others are doing and then to be glad that they're doing well, or to pray for them if they aren't doing well. All right, so let's see. We'll grab flamethrower. I think we're gonna... we're actually gonna get rid of Scorching Sands for this one so we can do protect shenanigans to get the speed boost up. Yeah, exactly. It is nice. So yeah, we'll just nix Scorching Sands for now. We'll bring it back if we have to. We want to get the Infernape team. We're gonna lead with... Let's see how we want to play this out. Let's see if Slitherwing can learn Taunt, because we need to make sure that Stealth Rocks is a non-issue in this fight. Okay, so... Not gonna get it. That's actually kind of awkward. So if we're gonna do that, I guess what we can do is we can go... No, because I don't have a priority move. Okay. This is very awkward. So let's see. Otherwise, I have to do defog. I mean, yeah, I think I have a rapid spinner. I could do that. It's more of a, I just want to have taunt or a status move, so it uses taunt on me, and then I don't have to worry about the defog. So I'm gonna see if Slitherwing gets a status move that will count. This actually might be the trick. Let's see. If it doesn't work with this, then it will go like Toxic Powder or something. Okay. It does feel weird not using First Impression, but that mon needs to go down. Hold on, let me read this. I'm pleased to hear that, HQ, and I appreciate your kind words. Understandable. Even though God doesn't, even though you and God aren't on speaking terms, God is always listening. I'm not doing bad. We're expected to get up to 20 inches of snow by the end of tomorrow, and I'm hoping we don't get all of that. All right, let's see if we get the right team. Slitherwing needs an item as well. So let's go with... I'm honestly gonna go with Life Orb, because the concern is dual wing beat does not stab. As such, it won't kill the Infernape. Yes. Yeah, of course. So is Big Brother. Okay, let's see what Bruno gives us. Not the team we want. And that's fine. Probably over the knee, yeah. All right, and I love Blue Infernape. Very shiny, very cool looking. Yeah. We've had up to 7 feet, 8 feet of snow. It takes a lot for shit to close down here. So we're hoping that because I have status move, Infernape's gonna go for taunt. Yep, that's fine. Pyro Ball. Okay, so I'm gonna have to hold a bear. I'm gonna have to hold a berry for that then, which is, I guess, fine. We can. I kind of forgot that it had the Pyro Ball, TBH. Okay. Let's run that back. I remember playing in the snow as a kid, but for the most part, I was more of a stay inside because it wasn't really worth the mess of having to get dressed and then clean up all the snow gear after. All right, nice. We're just gonna go right into dual wing beat instead. So I may have to use defog. That's not ideal. Okay. We're 100% getting outsped here. This is gonna be probably Moonblast. That's wild that your brother literally lives on a mountain. That I've had to visit people who lived in elevated areas, and trying to get up and down that in normal weather, much less a snow, seems legit wild. Like way too isolated for my taste. So we're gonna fake out. We're gonna be outsped. So I'm gonna hope we live in that poison jab kills. No. Okay. So I hate that for us. Fake out into play rough. Okay. Zacian. Not ideal. We're gonna go in with Meownwell. Headlong rush. Awesome. Urshifu is probably gonna sucker punch. I'm gonna hope it doesn't kill me. It doesn't. That's huge. Play rough 4 times weak. Love to see it. Oh, really? That is legit wild that the cold would induce an allergic response. I've heard about people having like rashes and hives from heat and from sweat, etc. But I had not considered the cold would do that, you know? No, that is good. I'm glad that the mountain has resources. Okay, so now it's Lucario, and this is probably Bullet Punch. I mean, yeah, I know, right? So, honestly, I think I just let my character go down to get a clean swap. Yeah, okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. First impression, get some chip damage. Nowhere near enough chip damage, mind you. Yeah, this is going to be a reset. I need to not have stealth rocks being a thing, you know? Oh. Hate it. Alright, that wasn't bad. So when I was younger, I didn't know I was allergic to chocolate. So hot chocolate and marshmallows was a thing. But with me being allergic to chocolate and with me being allergic to dairy, hot chocolate isn't a thing. Yeah, so I think since we're not able to do it that way, we're putting defog on Blaziken to get rid of stealth rocks. All right. And we're gonna get rid of Willow. Okay. Not all allergies are the same symptoms. Throat swelling up is an anaphylactic response, which is what people typically think of when someone smells peanuts, and then yeah. So no, I had like congestion. I would have hives to some things, but because I didn't have that prototypical allergic response, no, I have trouble breathing, but that doesn't equate to anaphylaxis, you know? Okay, so... It's okay, don't worry about it. We're gonna save, we're gonna run this back. And not get Great Tusk, because that's not what kids want in their cereal. Alright. Fake out. None of those are really a thing. I guess I'm just going Drain Punch. I'm gonna have to get in and do a heckin' defog sometime. Lamau avoided. Feels good. Alright, so next is Zacian. I'm gonna stay in. That's not ideal. I can bring someone in with a priority move probably and be fine. I think so. Nice. Alright, Iron Valiant's gonna take me down. Or not. I mean, it's gonna, but you know. Okay, so... Interesting. Okay. Let's see what he's gonna do this time. I don't think he kills me in one turn, so we're going to defog. Pizza Place. Well, I have trouble breathing now because of a combination of congestion from allergies. My sinuses tend to be blocked up often because of said allergies, which means I more or less have to be a filthy mouth breather than a based nose breather. Every time I cough, I have an urge to... Every time I breathe, I have an urge to cough. So I'm subconsciously holding my breath to not cough. Said cough gave me an umbilical hernia, which is a mesh in the stomach. Pizza Place. I'm doing well for the most part. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good day at work and are enjoying your day. Hopefully you're not gonna get dumped on with like 20 inches of snow like we are. Yes, and I also love that for you, HQ. Yes, it is the pizza person. I also can't have pizza because allergies. Right now, I had an allergy-induced cold sore. I don't know what triggered it, but I'm gonna be using antibiotic cream for the next few days, and Lord willing, it clears up, because with the cold sore, there's even less things I can eat, you know? So, let's see. We have an ad coming up in about a minute and change. I'll let you know when there's like 5 seconds left. Thank you for stopping by, Pizza Place. Are you gonna be playing tonight? If so, what are you playing? So it did Clangorous Soul. That's a basically think Shell Smash, but it cuts HP. That didn't do anywhere near enough. Understood. Wait, cool. Thank you for stopping by. Good luck handling the child / cooking, and I look forward to seeing how you handle Misty in Mono Rock. Understood. I very much appreciate the lurk. Thank you for the support, Pizza. So we're gonna fake out. So yeah, this is very much looking like a reset. I messed a few things up. Yeah, I let Como set up and it killed me. Yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting Misty trying to beat it with only rock Pokemon. So I feel like that wasn't bad, but sadly it didn't play out the way I needed it to. Okay, Stealth Rocks, whatever. Okay, Zacian. I'm expecting a Swords Dance, so we're gonna go here. We're then gonna go Headlong Rush and hopefully not die. We live on 11, that's huge. This is probably Sucker Punch. So we're gonna go into Hot Wings. We're going to Defog. Please don't die. Nice, we live, that's huge. Defog, no more Stealth Rocks. I'm going to Protect. I need to bring in someone to deal with Como. Oh, I think that's gonna be Iron Hands. We ate the Aura Sphere, we're gonna fake out, we're gonna play rough. Huge. Como didn't get the setup, we love that for us. Iron Valiant, very scary. Moonblast is gonna kill me. All right, Meow, and we're back. So we realize that Moonblast is gonna kill me if I try to, what's it called? If I try to use a move against Iron Valiant, we're gonna be outsped. So I'm gonna end up going Bullet Punch since Fairy is weak to Steel. And that probably won't be enough, but I'm gonna hope that it gets us closer to where we need to be. Yep, so it withdraws right away because it's a bitch. This is probably Nasty Plot or Swords Dance, whichever one's the buff. So we're gonna go into Hot Wings. Okay, what are you doing? Bah! I went Meteor Mash. At least it didn't get the attack up from it, though. This is not ideal. Slitherwing. I'm gonna hope I live and hit him with a close combat. Nice. Iron Valiant has to come out because there's no way we're living a Moonblast. We're gonna go into Manuel. That gives us a free swap with Toxicroak. We're gonna fake out, get some chip damage. Bullet Punch, he stays in. It does not do nearly enough. We're gonna bullet punch again. Okay. I think first impression will kill from this point. I was wrong. That is not ideal. Okay. Oh boy. We do have the fighting berry, so there's a chance that this saves us. I'm not sure if it will though. Oh, I don't have a fighting move. So that's gonna be something I have to change. Oh boy. So yeah, that's a reset. I need to put a fighting move on Urshifu instead of Iron Head. Iron Head was if I had to deal with the Iron Bundle that Misty had. And by Misty, I mean Lorelei. Okay. Alright, I feel like that's winnable. So let's run it back. Great Tusk is not what we're looking for. Not even close. No elephants. No water for no elephants. No thank you. There we go. Fake out into Play Rough. Play Rough again. We do get hit with the Pyro Ball, not ideal. We're gonna go into Meownwell. Headlong Rush, hell yeah. I think we have to let it go down. This is a problem, and that's gonna be a reset. I'm gonna lead with someone else instead of, yeah, I'm gonna lead with someone else. Okay, let's see. How are we doing this then instead? Wait a second. No, because I'm special. Hold on. Yes, I am special. Absolutely. Okay, so... You know what? I'm just gonna lead with Meownwell. I will grab Rapid Spin, but I'm probably not gonna end up using it, TBH. Okay. He has Sash, sadly, so we can't one hit. Okay, Stealth Rocks. Alright. Rapid Spin away. We live the close combat. Granted, I needed Meownwell for Zacian, so I don't know what I'm gonna actually end up doing when I get to Zacian. Okay, I need to live just to get a flamethrower going, you know? Okay, interesting. Goes into Komo. I think AI knew that that flamethrower would have killed. Okay, we want to go into Iron Hands. It did a Clangorous Soul. We're going to fake out. We're going to play rough. Zacian comes in. I need health, you know? It's gonna go random move. I'm gonna go Hot Wings. Okay? It does outspeed, which is kind of an issue. Yeah. On the upside, it did a bunch of damage to itself, so I can appreciate that for us. Yeah, this is not looking like the answer. Fake out into Drain Punch. No, so yeah, we need to save Meownwell for for Zacian. Okay. Which I mean is fine. It's just more of a, I'm not sure how we're getting past this. I mean, there is Scorching Sand. I guess I could do that. We just have to keep trying until we figure this one out. And by figure it out, I mean not that one. I mean the other one. All right. Sweet baby rays. Come on, work with me, RNG. That's fine. And it runs away. That's actually fine. It's gonna want a Clangorous Soul. That's fine. We're gonna fake out. We're gonna fake out into Play Rough. We need to go into Meownwell. Headlong Rush takes out Zacian. That's huge. I need to get a clean swap, so we're gonna go into Toxicroak. We're gonna fake out. We're going to Poison Jab. We're going to Bullet Punch. In comes Lucario. We're gonna go into Hot Wings. This is not ideal. It's probably gonna close combat. So I think I'm gonna Vac Wave just to get some chip damage. Yeah, I would not have survived otherwise. So we'll go fake out into Sucker Punch. Oh, it's not enough. It was close though. We take that. Fake out. Infernape. We're gonna go Drain Punch to get some health back. Drain Punch to get some health back. Bruno down. Hell yeah. Fucking love it. Heal. We're gonna save. We're gonna take this opportunity to take a look at some Palace Cats. For those who are not familiar, I stream every Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. through 9 p.m. Eastern. I look at Pokemon / play Pokemon, look at Palace Cats, and there's sometimes crime coverage. Palace Cats are cats predominantly that live in Asia. They are wild. They are threatened. They are very fluffy. Their bodies are round. They have rounded ears. They have round pupils instead of typical cat pupils. Very short to the ground. Quite stocky. Big fan. Let's show you a few, in fact. There's also less than 57,000 of them in the world. Monetization, this is the website. It's a resource that Monetization and, well, Roman Pavlov and Victoria created. There's videos, there's photos, there's a listing of Meownwell, and then zoos and parks that have them. So that's gonna be Abracos, one of the two cats that Primula gave birth to this year. Primula is a female Palace cat that lives at the Uno Zoological Gardens in Japan. Abracos has a sibling named Figa, and they're fully grown now, and they'll probably be going to other zoos to help with the genetic diversity issue. Super well-developed whisker subsystem, white under the chin, adorable little Pete's. You got some beans in the corner. They're only 4 to 5 kilograms fully grown, so they are quite tiny. That's Draw, also from the Uno Zoological Gardens. This is probably the father, because it's a male Palace cat, and it's not Figa or Abracos. Yes, they are small. And this was taken August 3rd this year. They're such beautiful creatures. Truly some of God's finest beasts. No, don't worry about it. I'm grateful that you found the motivation to do what you need to do, HQ. We did get past Bruno, so we're off to Agatha after this. That's Figa. He's a very handsome boy. I love the long whiskers protruding from his eyebrows. You got some orangish brown around the muzzle. You got some stripes on the leg. Super cute. Big fan. This is Olivia of the Flower Five. That's Olivia, Primula, Lotus, Iris, and Grusha. Taken at the Saitama's Children's Zoo in Japan. She has her mother, aka Shawl's eyes. The way they're slanted and angled. Still adorable. Big fan. I love how she has her paws just next to each other, very daintily placed on the enclosure. And yes, you tell them, HQ. Not that it matters, but they're gone for now. And then this is a Grunia. A Grunia crossed over into heaven some time ago, but she's absolutely full of personality. Such an angy face. It's like I love the orange in her coat. It's very pretty. And she lived at the zoo in Zurich. I believe that is Switzerland. And then this is Fang Fang, Yu, Lottie, and Kuhao. They live at a zoo in Tibet, aka China. But I'm a big fan of them. They have super pronounced rock eyebrows, and they have so much personality. The ad break starts in about a minute, so continue doing work stuff, grab some water, grab a snack. One more. This is Jubai at Higiyashima Zoo, also in Japan. Yubai crossed over into the Rainbow Bridge as well, but very fluffy, very handsome whiskers, absolutely beautiful pink nose. Such a precious little animal. I'm grateful the Lord gave us two hands. That way we can lose one petting a palace cat, and then we have a spare. Let's start looking at Agatha, and I will see you all shortly at Just Proct. All right, Meow, and we're back. Ideally, we get the team, well, yes and no. So on one hand, Dark, aka normal Zoroark, is a better lead because fighting. But Fluttermane is a monster. Very fast, hits very hard. Fighting is weak to Fairy. So we want the first one. I have no clue how I'm beating Hisuian Zoroark though, because normal Ghost is immune to fighting and it's immune to Ghost. HQ, thank you very much for the lurk. So we'll be basically resetting until we get Hisuian Zoroark, and we're gonna try to beat that. I have no idea how we're beating it though. So let's start working on that. Tentatively, I think we use Slitherwing because first impression is going to be either super effective or neutral. I'm gonna keep the Akaberry because I believe both of them do a flamethrower. I'm gonna keep Iron Hands as is for now. Manuel, same thing. Toxicroak, same thing. Urshifu, same thing. Hot Wings will probably end up changing somewhat. We don't need Defog anymore. All right, let's see if we can make this work. We're gonna get rid of Defog for Will-O-The-Wisp so we have a debuff for physical attackers. And because Hot Wings, i.e. Blaziken, is a fire type, we don't have to worry about Will-O-The-Wisp missing very poggers. Huge fan. Love to see it. All right, ideally we are getting Hisuian Zoroark. We won't know until the disguise breaks. All right. So it looks like we have the dark one. That's a problem because it means we have to fight Fluttermane. And I'm not sure how we're beating that since we only have like maybe a steel move somewhere and a poison move. I'm gonna go dual wing beat. Nice, no poison, that's huge. In comes Goldengo. We can't hit it with anything but dual wing beat, so I'm expecting this to be probably T-Wave. It could also go Make It Rain, but fighting resist steel, so I'm expecting T-Wave. We're gonna go into Hot Wings. Okay, we do outspeed though, because Blaziken, Lamau. Apparently not. Lamau. I hate that for us. So Urshifu instead. Sucker Punch. Yeah, this is not ideal. All right. Yeah, Goldengo is a menace. I am gonna absolutely have to change how I handle that, and I do not love that in the slightest. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to go back to doing something I didn't entirely want to do for Blaziken. Sash, Protect, to get the speed boosting instead of Vac Wave, since ghosts are gonna not be affected by it. Let's run that back. Okay, same team as before. Okay, we got rid of the air balloon. That's kind of a big deal. We're expecting the nasty plot. Let my speed go up. It went Shadow Ball. I'm hoping with one speed boost I'm faster now. I am. So it went into Fluttermane. Fluttermane has monster energy. Fairy resists fire. But it has a lot of special defense. just gonna go flamethrower. Okay. I'm gonna protect. I'm hoping with 2 speed boosts I outspeed. I do. Okay, so Flutter Mane down. This is probably Shadow Sneak. I'm gonna protect. Yeah, Shadow Sneak. Hate it. Okay. Gonna go into Meownwell. Play rough. If it gets multiple bulk ups, it's terrifying because it can just get like all its health back. Alright. Gengar. Right now, he's still in Levitate. As soon as he megas, he goes into Shadow Tag. So he's gonna have Shadow Tag. He goes Shadow Bald. I forgot that I had no special defense. I'm very silly. So that's gonna be Sucker Punch. It kills. Chien Pao. I'm gonna go Drain Punch. Goldango's back. There we go. Lamau, Agatha, actually easy, very huge. I didn't expect the fighting team to have a good performance against a Ghost team. I guess Ghost could catch these hands. Okay, so we want Aerodactyl because we're gonna do the same thing where we have a Taunt Mon to not deal with the Stealth Rocks being procced right away. I'm still not sure how I'm dealing with all of this though. It's Primal Dialga Roar Time is fucking terrifying. It forces you out and AI doesn't run out of PP. So it's just gonna be oopsie doopsies. Roar of Time every time it comes off cooldown. Okay, so this is a toughie because I'm not sure how I'm dealing with the Aerodactyl. I think I have to do it this way. We get rid of Assault Vest. We use Electric Terrain to trigger the quote-unquote, what's it called? To trigger the taunt. Oh no. And before I can't get it back. I can, okay, good. There's been an issue where I've done that before in the middle of a run. I got rid of like a tutor move and I couldn't get it back and it was like, no. So yeah, we're gonna get rid of, let's see. We're gonna get rid of Play Rough for now. Actually, no, we're gonna get rid of Drain Punch. Okay, and then let me check Iron Hands. Okay, it's still 2 times weak. So we want to use... We want to use Air Balloon. So we can't get hit. And then for Assault Vest, that's probably going to go... No idea yet. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. We want the Aerodactyl team. We did not get the Aerodactyl team. We want the Aerodactyl team because Aerodactyl doesn't have rough skin for self-damage. And Aerodactyl has Taunt, whereas Garchomp has 3 attacks and Stealth Rocks. meaning if you can trick the AI, you get a turn to do damage, then it will cast Stealth Rocks, rather than it casting Stealth Rocks right away because it doesn't have taunt, and then going into attacks. Third time's the charm? Apparently not. That's some sort of Gone Girl with the bad dragon tattoo. Not a fan. Finally. Alright, so I get the finally, and I don't even get the, I don't even have the right mon in the lead. So that's very much an oopsie doopsies and a poopsie whoopsies on my part. I'm also going to put Flare Blitz on Slitherwing because there's multiple Steel Mon. Provided it can learn it. It actually doesn't look like I can learn it unless I got it from a different tutor. I hate all of that for me. Oh boy. Alright. Ah! Not the right mon. Nobody wants you, Garchomp. Get out of here. Finally. Okay, so Fake Out. It goes Taunt, that's fine. We have Ice Punch. Oh, I know what I could have done. Yeah, I need to reset that. I need to have Plasma Fist instead, because that'll be stab, and it will be enough to deal with it completely since Rock resists the other one, you know? Okay, so... we're just gonna do it that way instead. All right, let's run this back. Fake Out, Plasma Fist, Aerodactyl down, no Stealth Rocks, that's huge. Dialga has, it's primal, it has Adamant Orb, it takes less damage from super effective moves, so realistically what I have to do is I have to hit it with non-super effective moves to do more damage to it. It's really, really lame. We get Ice Punch and we fish for a Frostbite. We get hit with Roar Time, that brings in Blaziken. Scorching Sands. We got the burn. It can still fall asleep and get rid of the burn, but at least we get some chip damage on it, you know? So we're gonna go Fake Out. We're gonna go Sucker Punch because it will attack. Okay, I think we can kill it this turn. Or maybe not. Okay, I think this will kill. Nice. Primal Dialga is one of the scariest mon that they have. Okay, Iron Jugulus, we are 100% being outsped. It's going random move. So, I'm gonna go into Slitherwing. We resist, that's actually kind of big. First Impression's gonna do some good damage. Not amazing damage, mind you, but Slitherwing did its job, I would say. We have an ad in about a minute, so I'll try to let you know. Toxicroak, we're gonna go for the Fake Out. And we're gonna go for the Bullet Punch. It was not enough. Feels bad, man. Instead, we'll go Fake Out. And we'll go Ice Punch. Or not, apparently. I'm running out of Pokemon. So this is very much going to be a situation where I'm going to have to reset. Salamence. This is probably... oh, I don't have Koba Berry. So I kind of threw there. I'm going to go Bulk Up and maybe I don't die in one hit. Yeah, I need Koba Berry because that's Aerial 8. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna reset and I'm gonna make a few changes. The ad's about the proc, so I'll see you all shortly. Okay. We're doing well though. We're at Lance. Okay, let's see. All right, Meow, and we're back. So I made a few changes. We're gonna throw ourselves at Lance till we get there. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the stream, the Palace Cats, the Pokemon, me bashing my head against a wall because I've never met a wall my head couldn't handle. Except for head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. All right, go team. Ah, not the right one. You hate to see it. Get out of here, Garchomp. Fake out into Plasma Fist. Here comes what's his face. We're gonna attempt to get the Frostbite on the Ice Punch. We do, that's huge. It's gonna reduce his special attack by like 30%. Manuel. We need to do enough damage that it can kill, but it also doesn't force him to instantly go to sleep, you know? Because that is a thing he can do. Yeah, so he did rest. We hate that for us. We do take a crit. We love a crit. We don't love that though. Okay, that's livable. This is a fat E-speed, so I'm gonna go into Iron Hands. We're going to Fake Out. That breaks multi-scale. I'm gonna go Electric Terrain. It goes into Melmetal. Melmetal has Earthquake, so that's why I made that swap. This is very likely Earthquake. Yep. We're gonna go Headlong Rush. It was almost enough. Okay, so let me see how fast Metal is. Of course, I don't have a fighting move. Fake out. It's probably gonna go. Let's see. I'm just gonna get chip damage in. Oh, it went D-Dance. No. Oh, that is so lame. It went double D-Dance. You hate to see it. Oh, that is so lame. Okay, so I'm gonna make 2 changes. Alright, let's run that back. Not having the frostbite's gonna suck, but we've only had it happen like once, and I need some recovery on, what's his face? No! Get out of here, Garchomp! I'm busy playing Minecraft! Alright. Very good. Interesting. It's not super effective, so it won't trigger weakness policy. That being said, D-Dance is gonna make Dual Wing Beat do some major damage eventually. What would be really nice is if I got the Para from Plasma Fist, but I may not. Nice. All right, so that's a big deal. Dialga. Electric Terrain is actually clutch here because it means Dialga won't be able to use Rest and Fall Asleep. It can still do BS with Roar Time though. We're gonna go Will-O-The-Wisp to get some chip damage in. Fake out. Earthquake. Oh, that's unpleasant. On the upside, it didn't use Rest, so this actually might be okay. Fake out again, we get chip damage, and then we Sucker Punch for the kill. That way, no Dialga Roar time. That being said, we're not in a great position. This is probably random move. Please tell me I actually gave you a fighting move. I did, okay. Urshifu. Oh, we got Para. You hate to see it, my friend. Drain Punch, it's gonna help, but it's not gonna be enough. Nice. We got through the Para and no flinch. I mean, that killed us, though. Not ideal. Fake out. Sucker Punch. Huge. Iron Juggalo comes in. We're gonna be outsped no matter what we do. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna go Sucker Punch. Oh, I could have done Bullet Punch. That would have been better. Okay. Slither Wing with First Impression. It'll do neutral damage. It crits though. That's the power of Life Orb. This is probably anything. I don't think it will want to do I don't think it'll do, what's it called, Dragon Dance, because I'm 4 times weak. Okay, so in Fire Fang. Okay. Nice. I mean, we're probably never gonna outspeed, but it doesn't hurt, you know? I mean, that does, but, all right. Okay, so we're gonna change a few things. If I can save if I can save Iron, if I can save Great Tusk, if I can save Great Tusk for Salamence, there's a pretty good chance we can kill. So we'll do that. The faking out in the I'll get chip healing from the Black Sludge. We haven't found a way forward, but I feel like we're getting closer each time, which is really nice. Since I didn't even get to use Willow, I'm probably gonna end up ditching Willow for Vacuum Wave, since it's a priority move over Willow. There we go. All right, let's see. I think we can get there. The real question is, how do we end up beating Rival? Rival has some real shenanigans, like a Koraidon, an Eternatus, Casual Pheromosa, and a Ditto. Depending on who the Ditto copies, it can actually ruin your day. All right. So I think it goes D-Dance. Which means I'm gonna go for Plasma Fist once to break multi-scale. Problem is, if I swap out, it's basically gonna get a free attack in. So I think I just have to do it this way. Okay. Let's get some health back before Roar Time Shreks us. It's stab. Of course. Of course it did. Huge. It picked sleep. Well, it picked rest while sleeping. That's one of the best outcomes you could have. Okay, this is a 4 times weak, so it's probably just gonna go right for it. Yeah. Okay, Manuel, it's your time to shine. Oh my gosh. That was wild. It went 3D dances. Alright. I'm not gonna outspeed. It has no special defense, but I figured I'd at least try, right? First impression, not that bad. Toxicroak, we're gonna fake out. Not ideal. This might be enough. It was not enough. Sucker Punch. Metal, we're gonna go Drain Punch. We're gonna Drain Punch again. Lance down. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna save. I'm gonna heal. And we're gonna start getting ready for Rival. I picked Koraidon for Rival because originally I was going to use a flyer to deal with Koraidon, and I didn't want to have to deal with Miraidon with Electric Terrain, Hadron Engine, Electro Drift, etc. That being said, we weren't able to bring a flyer because I couldn't get past Lorelei with the team I had. So this is certainly gonna be an experience, and I'm not sure how we're doing it. Dark is fine for Metagross. Probably some sort of fairy for Koraidon because 4 times weak. Velveeta sucks because Dark Aura, Assault Vest, it'll put you to sleep and then it will heal. Eternatus is annoying just due to how strong and fast it is. And then you have Ditto, who if it copies one of your really good Pokemon, you're actually in a world of hurt. I ran into that issue when I was doing Monobug off stream, which is why we're actually doing Monobug as a streamed run after this. And it copied my Cleavor, and I'm Monobug. Rock is super effective against Bug, and it just Accelerocked all my Bug to death. So it was like, oh, that's fun. I am not looking forward to this fight. I think we're gonna fake out into some kind of priority move against the Pheromosa. We're gonna try to save Urshifu for Metagross. Probably Great Tusk for Koraidon. Not sure yet who Yveltal, maybe Iron Hands. No idea yet for Eternatus. Someone who doesn't have a priority move for Ditto, so it can't just set up business, you know? If I am able to get the electric terrain off against Yveltal, no one's able to be sleeping. So that helps shut down the BS from Velveeta, you know? That way I don't have to run a berry. Booster energy for Slitherwing. Ad is about to proc. I will see you all shortly. All right, and we're back. So let's see how many times. Oh, we're not even back. Never mind. But Let's see how long it takes to get past rival. All right, let's see how long it takes to get past rival. Iron Hands is significantly bulky, but I think I want to save him for Velveeta. So instead, I'm going to lead with Blaze again. All right, save. Let's run that back. Honestly, Lorelai's been the hardest of this run so far, followed second by Bruno. Here's hoping I don't eat my words by saying that, and then I have to restart from Lorelai because this team can't hack it. Okay. Haha! Just a break sash. I wonder if I can get faster than Pheromosa. I probably can't, but I want to see if I could. Okay, I think it would have. That's why it swapped out. Oh, yes! It boosts my damage major. I mean, not like it really matters, because fire's not good against fire. So, part of me wants to stay in, but the issue there is Koraidon's just going to get a Swords Dance and sweep whatever tries to come in, you know? Okay, nice. Oh, and we got the burn, that's huge. Sadly, it ate a Lumberry, so it doesn't really matter. Honestly, that's not a bad showing from Blaziken. Koraidon is almost dead. We take that. We bring in Manul. We go Play Rough. We live on 1 HP, provided we don't get burnt. We actually live that. We don't need Sash. That's huge. That means if we have to do this again, I can put Sash on someone else. Velveeta. I swear, if this puts me to sleep, I'll be so mad. I mean, I'm dead, so it didn't put me to sleep. Technically, did the thing. Okay, we're going to Fake Out. Goes into Eternatus. This is probably Dynamax Cannon. Aha, went Sludge Wave. That's actually not bad. Fake Out for some chip damage. Oh, I never took Dry Skin off, so this thing is 100% hitting me with a fire move. Okay. Oh, no, Dynamax, okay. All right. Okay, Fake Out. Interesting. In comes Metagross. I mean, it's gonna be some damage. What's coming up is very likely a Zen Headbutt. So I'm gonna go into Urshifu. I mean, it could also be Meteor Mash, but Zen Headbutt makes sense since fighting loses to Psychic. Okay, huge. Metagross is very scary. So Metagross being gone is a big deal. Velveeta. It's gonna go Oblivion Wing. So we're gonna go back into Iron Hands. Fake out. I want to get electric terrain up. I totally forgot I had assault vest. So we're gonna plasma fist and hope we don't get put to sleep here. Okay. We take that. This is good. Not enough, but this is good. Okay, nice. Velveeta down. That's massive. Eternatus. Ice Punch would have been really nice. Okay. Slitherwing with First Impression. In comes Ditto. Sussy Imposter Ditto. Sussy Imposter Ditto. It's gonna want a First Impression, whatever comes in. So I kind of have to stay in. Okay, we're gonna just do some bulk ups. Okay. It's 100% going first. But I'm hoping I'm bulky enough that it basically doesn't matter. Oh, that's huge! Very, very pog. I was at least +2 bulked up. +2 bulk up Earthquake on Eternatus. That's incredibly powerful. It's gonna want a U-turn again. No, that's fine though. I think. And by I think, I mean it wasn't fine. Honestly, that was this close to being a thing. I still had Koba Berry because I was expecting flying. I forgot. I think if I had the right berry, that would have been a first try. Sadly, we didn't get there, but you know what? That's okay. You can't win them all. You can't even win some of them. So we're gonna run that back, and then we're gonna pretend this is the first try if we do it. Okay. There we go. All right. First try, go team. Nice, Pheromosa down. All right, in comes Koraidon. I'm gonna protect. Collision course. We get some eel. Nice. We didn't get the burn, so I don't love it, but this isn't terrible. We're gonna play rough. Oh, we got burned. You hate to see it, truly. On the upside, that means I can't be slept. But this is going to be Oblivion Wing. I'm gonna still play rough. It kills me. Okay, so we're gonna go Iron Hands. We're going to fake out. Eternatus gets the fake out. Very pog. We're gonna go Ice Punch. Ice Punch again. Metagross. We want to go. It's gonna go Zen Headbutt. We go into Urshifu. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch again. Metagross down. Velveeta. We go into Iron Hands. We fake out. Fake out into Plasma Fist. I don't think I live. Yeah, Sucker Punch feels bad. First Impression. Ditto. Same thing as before. Bulk up. Bulk up. Bulk up. Sadly, it didn't swap in, so we don't get the quote-unquote free kill against Eternatus. But we can go fake out into Ice Punch because we know I don't die in one hit from Dynamax. And turns out I do die in one hit from a Dynamax, which means it low rolled last time and high rolled this time. Not ideal. Okay, so we do know one more thing we can do differently, since we're never being close to one hit by Koraidon with with Meownwell. So we can go that. Sash, this way we do live on one. Choice banding it up to make Play Rough more powerful. All right, go team. Flamethrower, interesting that it went into Velveeta instead. So we're gonna go into Iron Hands, fake out into Plasma Fist. I don't think I die from Sucker Punch. Nice, okay. That's a big deal. Probably random move. I'm gonna go into Hot Wings. Protect. I don't think I'll ever be able to outspeed, but there's a chance I will, you know? Yeah, no. Okay, so I may go Citrus if I have to end up doing it again that way, you know? Fake out. Yeah, this is worse. I do not love this. Okay, so we're gonna go fake out. We're gonna go Ice Punch. Nice. I don't really have a good one here. Probably Zen Headbutt, since fighting still loses to Psychic. Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch. Not what I wanted to see in the slightest. Not what we wanted to see. So that was different, but it was still pretty close. Like, we're getting to them having maybe 2 mon at most. Flamethrower, Vac Wave, Protect, Scorching Sands. We go into Meownwell. We go Play Rough. We swap into Urshifu. Sucker Punch into Sucker Punch. Velveeta into Iron Hands. Fake out into Plasma Fist. Eternatus. Fake out into Ice Punch, or not. Fake out into Ice Punch, or not. Bulk up, bulk up, bulk up. Nice. Sludge Wave, not ideal. It just wasn't enough. So that one just happened to be unlucky, but we can do this. We've done it before, and we're gonna do it again, and we're gonna keep doing it until we get it, because persistence, it pays off. Okay. Chip healing plus some speed. Vac wave, another speed boost. Velveeta instead. Maybe we get a burn? No. Okay. Fake out. Fake out again. All right, and we're back. So I didn't even realize the ad had procs, but that run wasn't it. I ended up having only Urshifu left, and they saved Koraidon. So Koraidon needs to go down, and sadly that wasn't it. All right, we got the flamethrower. Nice. We're gonna go protect. Scorching Sands. We get some chip damage in. We go play rough. We did get burned though. That's probably not the run. I'm gonna click play rough again. Sadly, it was not the answer. Fake out. Urshifu. Sucker Punch, Velveeta, Iron Hands, Fake Out, Plasma Fist, Eternatus, not what I want to see. Slitherwing with a Earthquake, Bulk Up, Earthquake. Random move. Sucker Punch. Eternatus is too healthy. I do not like this one in the slightest. First impression for some chip damage. Fake out. Ice Punch. I don't think it's enough. And it was. That's actually stupid. We did it. Toxicroak held on to at 1 HP because of the sash. I did the things. We got it, team. we did the stupid stuff. I'm actually gonna screen cap this real quick, and then that'll be like a what? We actually did it? 1 HP, we did it? Okay, so screen cap. All right, let's see. After all that work to become the league champion. Oh no! My reign is over already. It's not fair. All right, that was enough of that. Oh no. Oak is disappointed in chat. It's okay, guys. You're fine. My chat's fine. It's obviously someone else's chat. Okay, so 1 HP in a dream. I'm very pleased that that worked out. So we got there. Lorelei was the hardest of the bunch, which is kind of interesting. We didn't even go Mega Blaze again. Okay. Let's see. We did it. So now we get to start Mono Bug. And there's no bug starters. So realistically, I pick a starter that is gonna be not as bad, since I will have access to a ground bug. I'm tempted to go Miraidon. But we'll see. We did it though, and that's what matters. So while the credits play out, I'm gonna do a quick breb. Good enough. We'll just speed through the credits. We will start Monobug today. So, new game. I'm gonna be a boy, and I kind of want to do a topical name. And I might. I think I will. I'm gonna be a Luigi, and if you live in the US, you will know who Luigi is. It's kind of a big deal. Yes, I am Luigi. I wonder if I can actually make it work. I don't think it will. Red Luigi doesn't fit. And green Mario doesn't fit. So I think we'll name him CEO. I'm gonna be really on the nose with it. Actually, no, even better. It fits. Nice. I'm taking down United. Very spicy. It's gonna be fun. There's no bug starters, so I pick a starter that is the type I want Rival to have. So I want Rival to have grass, because then I'll be able to be like, hey, guess what? Bug's gonna fucking destroy you. And that's how we're doing that. And then I'll have to bring a ground type to deal with Miraidon, because Electro Drift, Hadron Engine, Electric Terrain, I don't want to take damage from that. And then I'll have to hold a Aka Berry, because it has Hidden Power Fire. I could also go Flash Fire, but I don't think the bug ground version has Flash Fire. Okay, so yep, do the thing. I am playing on New Game Plus. No. I want normal difficulty. We want minimal grind, perfect IVs, no EVs. That makes it less tedious. I mean, it's still tedious, but less so. Yes. And Dunzo. So now I need to pull up the thing to make sure we pick the right one. Okay. So yeah, I'll pick a Watermon, and then he gets whatnot. So it more or less doesn't matter which region I pick, and that's fine. We're also going to do all the codes while we're here, so that's... That's going to be Easy Catch. That's going to be Dex All, which fills out the Dex. Easy Catch does what it implies. Shout out SO2 Toxic apparently stands out for shout out to Toxic, presumably a person, unless they're shouting out the TM, which would be weird, but you know, Stranger Things. That also reminds me I have to reset the overlay, i.e. 0 badges, mono bug, without Shed Ninja, so it's actually going to be an even harder mono bug than my last one was. And that one was actually quite hard even with Shed Ninja, because of the sheer amount of fire and flying, etc. that the back end of the Elite Four has. SO2 Toxic, and then this is a weird one. It's like Woye Opie. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's fine. All right, and rare candies. We're going to pick a disguise. We're gonna go Elaine. It doesn't matter what region we pick. Just gonna pick Johto. Actually, no, I gotta rep Luigi. So I think that's N. No, it's gotta be N. There's the green. All right. So we pick a water type because we want him to have grass. Then once we have a bug Pokemon, that's when the run starts realistically. No. Yes. I'm not even gonna name it because we're not gonna be using it. Leer, just scratch spam till it's dead. Good old cat scratch fever, you know. Thank you. This is gonna be a very funny run, I can already tell. Pancham, 5 p.m. Never, that's the time changer, which is useful because day and night have different Pokemon. I don't have any Pokeballs yet, so none of these even matter. Brock's gonna be difficult since Bug loses to Rock. It'll be interesting to see how this actually plays out. But we have Sevian Mons, which there's at least one bug. Then we have, what's it called? The monotype code to give us 6 bugs. Maybe we get a really strong bug like Pheromosa or something, or Buzzwole. In my opinion, the run doesn't really start until I get all the things, which basically means by the time I reach the end of Viridian Forest, because that'll be the Infinite Repel. Thank you. It might seem in poor taste having rival be named United and have main character be named Luigi, but in my opinion, and I suppose I want to be careful how I frame it. There's greater evils in the world than knocking off a sleazy company's head who screws people over. And I look forward to watching the trial. I mirror the sentiment of another lawyer, and they were talking about the Delphi case, which was Richard Allen murdering the 2 girls, and then, you know, him being locked in solitary for at least 13 months straight, giving 61 confessions, many were false. There were no cameras allowed. It was very hard to get any coverage of the Delphi case. And a lawyer had stated that in high-profile cases, transparency is incredibly important. So I hope, for the sake of justice, that the United Healthcare shooting trial will be recorded for our posterity. Okay, so we save. That's fine. We get our rare candies. We get our rare candies. We sell all of them. And we buy a bunch more, and that basically solves our money issue for the entire game, which is really nice. We have an ad break in about a minute. Oh, this is green sleeves. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what we get. We're gonna do this a few times. I mean, we're gonna do the Sevian one first because it's always the same Pokemon. And I think the only bug is the Sevian Centiskorch. Alright, I will see you all in a bit. right, Meow, and we're back. We're just going through the codes to try to get a halfway decent bug team going. Since Bug is gonna need literally all the help it can get. Bug against Blaine was one of the harder fights I've ever had. All right. Man, they are just out of good Bug. I think Bug Machine broke, you know? Not ideal. We're basically gonna keep doing it until we get a halfway decent Pokemon out of it. AKA an Ultra Beast. Ah! We were this close to greatness with the Durant, but it's got Hustle. And unless you have moves that don't miss, Hustle feels really bad. Okay. I mean, that's not bad, and that's probably been the best one we've had so far, but I'm probably not using Kleavor, and I'm not using Sizer at all because I need to save Sizer for Mono Steel. So realistically, I only got one Pokemon I would have been able to use at all out of those 6. Okay, that's a dupe. So part of me wants to be like, yeah, Larvesta, but Larvesta doesn't evolve until like level 60, and it doesn't even get a good move until 70, give or take. So Larvesta is bait. I'm also seeing a lot of the same bugs, which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna see if that changes it up a bit. I only want to do this a few more times because I actually want to play the game, you know? So... some of that's not bad, but I don't think so. We're gonna do it at least 3 more times. Okay? Yeah, no, that one was a brick, absolutely. Not even a single one of them are Mon I would consider using. This will be 2. No. All right, so this next one is for all of the marbles. Not that I have any marbles left, but if I did have marbles, it would be for all of them. All right. Not bad. We can use Venipede. Tarantula is sadly not very good. Burmy, I'll have to remember which one turns into which. Okay, so... this is a dupe, sadly, so we gotta get rid of it. Wimpod becomes good when it becomes Golisopod, but it's gonna take a minute. Joltik, not bad. It's not the Bug Electric we want, but it's the Bug Electric we have. Alright. So I committed to that one. Now we get our, nothing. Now we get our stuff and Exanav. Very huge, very powerful. Go team. We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way up. Let me also actually put someone up front who's not atrocious, right? Sizzlebead. And until we have access to Move Relearner, we don't bother with making them be level cap, because we can miss moves that way. All right. We'll get rid of Splash. This is the only bug dragon in the game. We 100% keep it. Just so I have more type coverage. Screech, low accuracy, no thank you. No. Bug bite instead of string shot. Oh, hey, it's Spidops. So that's gonna be... We already know what this is gonna be. Let me look up which Burmy into Wormadam I want, because I actually don't know. Wow, typing is hard. Burmy. Alright, so... Bug Grass with really high special defense, or Bug Flying. So yeah, we want a male. That will give us Motham. Tinted Lens is nice, but it will probably end up being Swarm. Even though... I mean, that's not bad either. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stick to this one, because this will give us something to work with against Misty. So we need to make it a female, which thankfully this game has the ability to change gender of Pokemon that need a specific one to evolve, like Salazzle, Wormadam, Gallade, etc. So we're gonna grab a Dwebble. We don't have Dex Nav, so we can't look for hidden abilities, because anytime it's interrupted, the chain breaks. So if there's hidden ability ones we need, we'll come back and do that after we have Infinite Repel. Okay, one down. Day and night in each area to see what we're missing. All right. We grab the map, because otherwise we're not going to be able to use it. It's an easy thing to overlook. No. All right. Get me out of here. I didn't do anything. Help me. Okay. No. We're gonna do puzzle that gives us all the puzzles, aka the Pokeviles, etc. So that's always a good one to have. And then there's one more code we can do, realistically. Thank you. Random 6 for 6 random Pokemon. There's over 1,000 Pokemon, so maybe one of them ends up being a bug. Though it kind of seems unlikely at this point, because there are so many to choose from. Levani is not bad. So I think I keep what we got, in the sense that obviously I remove all the ones that aren't bug. And then I'm gonna keep the Sawaddle. It can have chlorophyll or it can have sharpness. So it's quite nice. I actually used it in mono grass and I used it in mono bug against Blade no less because chlorophyll for double speed in the sun. All right, save. Back to daytime. Let's see what we have here. The bug pickings, quite slim, I'm seeing. Basically, Paris. Which Paris isn't too bad. It gets 4, which is 100% accuracy sleep move. All right. Save. Time changer. Let's get that battle over with. Not ideal. We're gonna Dragon Breath. Dragon Breath again. We're gonna Struggle Bug. Pounce. 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 Nicely done. United is not that powerful. We got him. Ladies and gents, we got him. We grab our Pokebile. Thank you kindly. It's basically Estus Flask, so it's a rechargeable, portable healing that replenishes at Poke Centers, aka bonfires. All right, off to Viridian Forest. Quite a few good mon here to get. That being said, Butterfree is less good because this game has Sleep Claws, which means only one Pokemon per team can be asleep. We're not bothering with hidden abilities until we get the Infinite Repel. All I'm doing is capturing all the bugs we can right now. Also gonna make a point to make a save because it's been a minute. Also in this they made Venomoth Psychic Bug, and then they changed Dustox to be Poison Bug, so there isn't that overlap, you know, which is kind of nice. And then we want Ledian because Ledian, the evolved form, is fighting bug. We are saving Snom for Mono Ice, but it's quite a good mon because Ice Scales and Quiver Dance, you've noticed, 4 times weak to rock and fire. This will probably be the run where I have like the most Pokemon by the time I get to a gym. I had 11 by fighting, and I felt like that was a decent amount, you know? Also, names for Pokemon are up for grabs. If you want to name a Pokemon, just let me know what its name is and what mon you want it to be. Kricketot itself is not great, but I think they buffed its evolution, so that'll be nice. Raylor, I think, is a dung beetle. I don't know what it's pushing around otherwise. Alright, Snom, thank you kindly. We can go back to day so I can actually see. We have an ad about the proc in under a minute. I hope you all have been enjoying the stream so far. We got through mono fighting. We looked at some adorable palace cats. We started mono bug. Get me out of here. Lamau, you're dead. And you're dead. Thank you. We also need to grab Bug Bite because there's a guy who will teach it. And every one of my team's gonna be able to use it, so, you know, that's kind of handy. Get rid of Wrap. We don't have Bug Bite. We're gonna go with that over Struggle Bug. So it didn't occur to me that I'm gonna have a hell of a time with Faulkner because he's flying and I'm Bug. This is not going to be ideal. I do have some answers, but they're not gonna be great. All right, so and we are back, by the way. All right, so we're almost out of Pokemon, but I think we can find 6 that will work. Okay. Haha! Mud Slap! Mud Slap! How can she slap? Very good. Grab our Electro Web, that'll be useful. What do we have here? Combi. We can get a Vespa Queen. That'll be very handy because she's relatively tanky. despite the obvious 4 times weakness to, you know, rock. We are gonna grab Grubbin. I probably will use Vikavolt throughout the run, but I'm not bringing Vikavolt to E4 because we used it in Mono Electric. Okay. And then Blip Bug. That doesn't even sound like a word. It's like Blip Bug. It's okay though. So that's all done. Alright, now we have to put together 6 Mon to beat Faulkner, and I have no clue what that's even gonna look like since it's bug. We grab Cutie Fly, Bug Fairy, quite nice. That being said, it is weak to steel, so not ideal. Alright, that's all my bug Pokemon for now. So let's figure out how we're beating Faulkner in this run. Okay, Dark is gonna block the Flittle, so we pretty much have to keep Clauncher. We're gonna keep Nimble as well because that has Dragon coverage. Sizzlepede is ground, so that's gonna stuff the electric from a certain Mon. I think we keep Spidops because we can set traps and such. Which means we're gonna get rid of Burmy for now, and we're gonna get rid of Venipede for now. We're gonna bring in Dwebble because that's my only rock option right now. And I think we're gonna bring in let me see when Snom evolves, because I actually don't know. High Happiness at Night, so we can actually get that now. It's still gonna be weak, but it'll be handy to have because Ice is gonna be a good typing against Flyers. So we are legit getting that now. I just won't use it in E4 because I want to save it for Mono Ice. Alright, so that's Happiness Berries. And we don't want to lead with Dwebble because Rufflet is Rock Smash. Fighting Dunks on Rock, so that's not the answer that we want. It is not what kids want in their cereal. Okay, good. Night. Actually, we'll leave it at day in case Snom gets any moves that it normally wouldn't. And then... Okay. It doesn't get any, apparently. So, nighttime it is. It needs at least, like, 1 move, right? So, yeah, that'll have to suffice. Okay. Dwebble. With Rock Blast being 2 to 5, I'd rather go Smackdown because it also knocks Flyers down, which is a good utility to have. So, knowing all that, let's see. No, not that. Oh, I'm grateful they give us Koba because everyone and their mom is dying to flying in this run. I mean, that's dying to rock. I'm gonna go Oranberry on Dwebble for now. And Frostmoth is gonna get... Never Melt Ice. And then Oranberry on Sizzlepede. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. It's not gonna be easy, certainly. I don't have much in the way of moves. Go team. Oh, it doesn't make contact. Okay, nice. We ate his berry. Nom 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 nom. Or no, because berry juice. Air slash is gonna be an issue. Eat your berry. He also has roost, which is kind of a problem. But we can reduce the special attack at least. Live one more. Nice. So he's like -3 special. That's fine. -4 special. If he doesn't swap out, he's legit gonna do no damage, which I love. Yep, there we go. Okay, Rufflet's coming back. It goes random move. I'm gonna go Silk Trap and hope he goes for Rock Smash. Ah, even better. Okay. Boo! Bug Bite doesn't count. Berry Juice says berry. I suppose that makes sense, right? Okay, Frostmoth with the old Icy Wind. Huge. Struggle Bug because it's good against Psychic. Huge. Struggle Bug again. Icy Wind. Nicely done. Frostmoth, the real OP. Alright. That reminds me. We will change... You know, we're gonna save Brock for tomorrow since we are wrapping up. Let me at least get a team sorted for, what's his face? For Brock. Okay. I also am gonna need to change, like, their natures and stuff, too. So, let's see. I'm not bringing you. I will bring you because you're part ground. Not bringing you. That basically leaves 2 slots open. Okay. So... I'm bringing in Joltik just to deal with, Archon. And I'm gonna do the same thing with Surskit because Aqua Jet. No. Oh, it only has T-Wave. Oh, that's unpleasant. I mean, I can go Electro Web, but it's like, Please tell me you already have Aqua Jet. No. None of them have fire. Okay. Ah, there's Electro Web. So we'll keep Spider Web. We'll ditch Struggle Bug for Electro Web because most of their team is special attack, are physical attackers, and we have Struggle Bug on other Pokemon. Alright, let's start doing natures. We're gonna go Modest. We're gonna go... Since I don't have Aqua Jet, we're actually gonna change it up a bit. Jolly. Actually, no, not jolly. Timid for speed. Okay. Joltik. I'm gonna go speed up. So, timid. No Shuckleberry yet, so we're just gonna go no berry because we don't want pluck from Archon to mess things up. Okay. Nimble. Tinted Lens is fine. Double Kick is fine. We'll go... Let's see. We'll go Adamant. Dragon Breath's kind of a dead move here, sadly. Okay. We're gonna go attack up on Spidops. Adamant. Okay, Sizzlepede will go defense up. Actually, no, we'll go special up because Mud Slap and Mud Shot. We need more damage on them. There we go. It's not raining, so it doesn't really matter that much. All right, then. So let's get ready for it. We'll take on Brock tomorrow. We are going to find someone to raid now before the ad triggers. VOD friends, lurkers, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Thank you for always watching the VODs. Thank you for lurking and enjoying the streams. Even though you say nothing, your support is appreciated regardless. Hopefully you all are spared from the inclement weather and it's not too impactful. I will be on tomorrow per usual, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. We take on Brock and Mono Bug, which is going to be a nightmare, I can already tell. And then we're going to at least try to get to and beat Surge if possible. Let me save one more time. We'll look at a Palace Cat or two to wrap it up, then we find someone to raid. This is Eve. She's one of the female Palace Cats. I believe she gave birth this year. She lives in Novosibirsk, Russia. She's very curious. She probably heard a noise. She heard you were talking shit. She wants to know what's up. Beautiful pink nose. Healthy whisker subsystem going on. Lovely orangish amber eyes. Truly one of God's finest creatures. Another one of Eve. We did see this one yesterday, but it bears watching twice. She's doing a big old stretch. I bet that feels hella good. Probably gonna scratch the hell out of that tree too. Gotta keep the claws in check. And then one more of Eve. Such a beautiful tail. Love the stripes. Kinda reminds me of a raccoon. She's an absolutely wonderful specimen of a Palace Cat. I'm gonna look for someone to raid while the ad goes. I will see you all shortly. All right, Meow, and we're back. I did find someone to raid. They're playing Rad Red, one of my favorites. So, you know, that'll be an easy transition for us all to make. Take care of yourself. It's gonna be okay. We are gonna get through this. I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, and thank you. No, it's set to follower only or sub only, so yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Well, that's what I get for trying to be nice. I'll go with someone that I know. The problem with that is I think they're at the end of their stream for the night because they have to be up earlier, so it's gonna be someone else. So many Kaizos. I don't really want to do that because it's just gonna be lab hell and nothing else. Okay, so instead of that, I guess I'm just going with someone I know who isn't playing Pokemon, which it happens. We've rated them before. I was rating them when we were playing Terraria. So this will be fine-ish.